Hi, I'm Leslie Warren, and I'm a life coach. I specialize in working with women entrepreneurs. I work with you to help you to really clear away the path on your journey to success, however you define that. I know that that sounds very vague, but I'm going to clarify that as we talk here. So first, I just want to give you a little bit of background on who I am and why I do this, and then I will talk a little bit more about what I mean about clarifying your path. So I became a life coach because I was in an internet marketing company for a while and really loved it. And I started doing that because I wanted a way to bring more income into my household, which is, you know, a huge reason that I see for people to do that. And in order to take a step like that, you really have to have an entrepreneurial spirit. And I believe that if you have an entrepreneurial spirit, you've already taken some big steps outside of your fear. You know that there is so much more out there for you in the world, and you are ready to start taking those steps to get that. And I see a lot of people taking those steps not really knowing where it's heading, and I think that that is so courageous, and I really applaud that. I really honestly do. What I saw inside of the network marketing, the affiliate marketing industry as a whole was, as I said, a lot of people who know that there's a lot more out there for them. They're not sure what, but they're willing to take those steps. And then the frenzy begins. And this industry is saturated by people who have a vision, but it's very broad right now, and they need to define it, and they need to get it narrowed down, and they need to really figure out, who they are, so that they can figure out who it is that they're talking to, so that they can be very effective with what they're doing. And I see a lot of people, and I saw a lot of people, particularly the women, spinning their wheels and kind of surging forward and then drawing back, and then surging forward and drawing back. And I started asking myself why this was, and if you've ever been in one of these industries or in an MLM, anything like that, you get a lot of training, a lot of training. And all of that training, at least every training that I ever went to in anything I was ever involved in, was really good training. Where it got confusing and where I see a lot of people spinning their wheels is that a lot of different people are shown to you. A lot of different people are brought up in front of you, and they're giving you trainings, and they're giving you suggestions. A lot of times these suggestions come out as, this is what you should do, this is what you must do, and that gets very confusing when those shoulds and those musts are not necessarily in line with your personal values. And then what happens is you start stepping into other people's values and out of your own values, believing that that is the route to success, and then you start feeling, I call it the ick, about what you're doing. You start feeling as though it's somehow dishonest or a scam or kind of shady, when really I believe what's happening there is that you have stepped outside of yourself. You have compromised your values trying to be like somebody else who you are not, and that doesn't feel right. That feels shady. That feels weird to you, but that is something that you have created, not them. It's really important, I guess, if I could give one piece of advice, if you are in an industry like that, or if you're an entrepreneur of any sort, whether you just have a small business, whether you're doing online marketing, anything that you've chosen to do, it's good to model the people that follow the same values as you, and that way you can be sure that you are holding your integrity intact. That's where I come in. Now, I'm not going to give you a business plan. I'm not going to tell you what you absolutely must do to make your business succeed outside, or what business you should join, or if you should do this, if you should do that. No, that's not where I come in. Where I come in is helping you to discover what is your passion and what are your talents, and helping you to marry those up and create your niche, or create your business, or create your your passion and what you really love to be doing, so that you can really keep that on the straight and narrow. That's the end goal for me, is to get you to the point where you can see your path very clearly. There is a lot of stuff that has to happen before we get to that point for many of us. Some people, you're there and you just might need one thing, to kind of get out of your way. But there are many of us that have a lot of deeply ingrained mindsets about the way that things should be, and a lot of times it's because that's the way we feel, that that's the way it was always done, and breaking out of those barriers and really stretching ourselves beyond our comfort zones while keeping our integrity intact, that's the challenge. That's what I help you do. Now, how did I come to this? Well, I had to go through that process myself. And I teach about the things that I know from personal experience, or I may teach from a place of somebody else that I've coached and give you an example of their experience. I also give a lot of tools and techniques to help you to work through some of those things, get kind of clear those barriers away. I call it the luggage, pitching your baggage, and how to make sure that you are keeping yourself emotionally clutter free, so that you can see always that path. So that's really the nutshell version of why I do what I do, because my passion is finding that place for myself, watching my family members when they get to that place, watching them light up and just explode out into the world, watching the people that I have worked with just get to that spot where they just feel so empowered, because they know where they are going and what they are doing and what their purpose is and their why, and they're so passionate about it. And that is my hope, my dream, my wish for everybody, and I love to be here and help to create that everywhere possible. So that is why I am here, and that's why I do what I do. And if you have any questions ever about me, or just would like to sit down and have a chit chat, I would love to connect with you personally. I'm on Facebook. I'll put a link down there. I have a website. I do a weekly digest. It's similar to a newsletter. You can subscribe, and every week you'll get, Wednesday mornings you'll get, all the videos that I've put out during the week, any blog posts I've made during the week, if we have any events coming up, books that I've read myself and applied to myself that I would recommend. And that is a great place to get all of that information. If you like it, I'll put a link up down there for that as well. And thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're watching this, and I am really excited to be working with you. All right. Have a very, very wonderful day. Bye-bye.